Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. There's been a lot of drama that's been going on between the Actman and Quantum TV. From I'm pretty sure you guys can tell the Actman is one of the more respected YouTubers out there, giving details and sharing his knowledge to his followers and his audience. But that's based on what I've been hearing, and the reason why I'm doing this video because someone suggested it to me, and I'm gonna give my thoughts about what's going on and what should happen and how I feel about it. But so basically, Ackman did nothing wrong in this situation. He made a video. It had like 2 million views. I don't really pay attention to his content though, but like it was basically him calling out Quantum TV and criticizing for the fact that he's abusing copyrights. And since Quantum TV did not approve of what Ackman was saying about him and bringing his name up, he just decided to go through having YouTube resort to putting the Ackman under lots of heat. So you would think YouTube would side with the person that is right, especially when Ackman was saying it as it is. He is valid to make this point and is highly justified, because criticizing someone and telling them to leave the platform should be somebody's opinion, especially if you can be able to articulate yourself, which he was able to do, from what I heard from one of the viewers who watch his videos. And so you would think they would remove content to TV. They actually do the complete opposite. They banned the video. They removed video that had 2 million views that the Actman posted, and they just ran off. Apparently they decided to age restrict his older YouTube videos, and that they're deciding he's out of the YouTube program. They are deciding to demonetize him. While I'm not too sure whether Quantum TV will suffer any consequences, because this is, from what I'm telling you, this matters against Actman. They're all against him, but because apparently he spoke poorly of the man. Ackman spoke poorly of Quantum TV, and you just decide not to take it. They decided not to agree with Ackman, even though he is correct on what he is saying, simply putting out positive information. He is putting out proof. He is putting out the truth. But YouTube is under shambles as well. They're putting themselves in even a more confusing situation. And can you even trust YouTube, honestly? That's what people are thinking. Like, why would you punish the person that is trying to do the right thing and trying to take off somebody who's causing problems in their platform, who simply is not willing to follow by their rules? That's what the Ackman's trying to do, yet he's the one that's getting punished. Even I'm surprised, even though I can't really decide whether I can be able to help resolve the issue, because I don't have that capability. I'm not in power, so I'm just a guy just here to express my opinion. Well, to be honest, I do think it's BS, because even though I'll be honest, even though I don't watch their videos, the viewers are what help me gain the knowledge of what's going on, so I can be able to explain myself, and I can be able to be thorough about the situation and how it could have how they could have been able to handle it, and how they can be able to go through with it. But either way, it's like apparently Quantum TV has been unscathed. He has been unharmed, and I'm not saying something like physical should happen to him. I'm talking about his channel on the platform. Because even though I don't watch his videos, again, like, people like that don't, like, this is what I'm been telling you guys. People who put the least amount of effort, who don't try to use their resources online, who don't try to come up with solutions and how to build their content. It seems really unfair, because those are the people, apparently the people that get the bigger following. They get a huge amount of supporters. because all that what matters to viewers is that you can provide content, even if you don't put effort. Even if you don't put as much effort in your videos. Like, personally, what really matters, I think it all depends on the person. If you have a funny personality, you look a certain way, if you look unique, if you look funny, like, if whether you're a charming person, yeah, your looks and your personality can help you grow your content, even if you don't put as much edits, even if you don't put as much effort into actually trying to make your videos look like entertaining. Because the only way there are several ways you can make yourself entertaining. So without having to go through all the trouble, without having to go doing all those steps, like from A to Z, they realize that it's not necessary. But at the same time, it's like there are people who realize because they don't have the talents, they don't have the they may have the criteria to be entertaining, they don't have the talents in actually doing video content. Because being funny, personally, I don't think that's really a talent unless you're a stand-up comedian, because the people that are doing the videos are only being funny because they're behind a computer, they're behind their phone, and they've been literally rehearsing during their own time. And then you find out it is true, though, the saying about comedy is subjective is highly true. It is very accurate when people say that, because not everybody's gonna find that person funny. The majority might not find that person funny, but there are a lot of people that'll find that person like hilarious. But I know it sounds like I'm going off topic, but again, YouTube is showing that, like, they don't take the time to approach these YouTubers and hear both sides of the story. I'm guessing that's the reason how how Ackman got himself in this unpredicament, and how he did not expect that this was going to happen, and he was unsure why. And there's a lot of confusion going on in YouTube, and then they still haven't been able to answer some questions as to why they did this. And I personally believe that Ackman has every right to defend himself and speak out against YouTube, and YouTube definitely needs to have an answer. They need to explain why, because the people, we don't know, because they feel, since they're behind their computers, they feel comfortable doing the things they do because they feel that they don't have to explain themselves. With YouTube, it's usually the people, even if this is clearly not a mistake, YouTube just decides to do anyways because they feel they're under power. They have so much power alongside with it, they can decide to do whatever they want. I personally believe YouTube did this because they feel like, considering the kind of like job they have, and whether it is necessary or not, they can decide to remove anybody, even if they're not in the wrong, just because they did something that is kind of offensive, or YouTube just wants to have their own way of letting people know that if you cross the line, or if you call us out, or if you decide to do whatever you want, or if we see something that we don't appreciate, we're gonna block your video, or we're gonna, and but not only that, we're possibly gonna ban your channel. So that's what YouTube's letting us know without having to say anything. They don't have to say it out loud, but that's the kind of message that they're giving to their users. And I feel it's important in that it is urgent for people to be able to speak out against, to be able to help for the cause, for the YouTubers who feel like they've been unjustly punished, and that they can be able to overcome it, and then they can be able to continue with their content. So because these are the people that have the knowledge to share what is important, so people can have better understanding, and so they can realize what is right and what's wrong, and so that they don't put themselves in a situation where so that they don't end up regretting making these poor decisions defending somebody, until later that they realize now that the person is in the wrong, and that this entire time that person is a complete phony, and that's someone that you should not count on. Because if anything, these are the most likely the people that will scam you, and when they ask for donations and you're willing to donate to them, you feel betrayed after once you find out the truth. And that's what Ackman is trying to share with his audience, and for the people who are watching who aren't even his fans, is to be aware who you support, because your role models, the people that you watch, are not going to ever be there for you when you donate to them, and then you find out about the allegations, when you find out about the rumors, and then you find out that is true. What they're saying is that this person is a complete fraud, and that they're scamming their viewers, and they're only in it for the money, and that they have nothing to show for. That lets them know that they appreciate their fans. You know that is someone you should avoid at all times, and you cannot trust that person in order for them to do the right thing, in order to feel appreciated. Because to be appreciated, you have to be able to understand that person, and whether they're willing to give you a shout out, and if they're able to do something for you in return, which clearly what they don't want to do is just simply, they feel like in return, the only thing that they're going to do in return is just make videos, but only for their sake, not for the viewers. Because they realize, yeah, at the same time they're doing videos for what the audience likes, what they want to see from their favorite content creator. But again, does not mean they're doing it to simply like uh, entertain the viewers, to simply make them feel appreciated, because the only people that appreciate doing the videos are the ones that are getting value out of it, the ones that are making money and getting monetized, because they feel now it makes them, the more relevant they become, the more people that might possibly subscribe to their channel. And I'm just letting you guys know that this is important info. And again, whoever you support does not mean they are trustworthy, and that does not mean that they are willing to do the right thing, because they're only there. You need to realize these people are only in it for themselves. Especially when you meet them in person, you'll notice how what a completely different person they are compared to when they're behind the computer. So I'll let you guys know that this is an update, and if there's anything about Quantum TV, if anything will happen, if YouTube decides to give reprimand their actions and decide to apologize, if they decide to approve of Ackman, and be able to bring him back and be able to try to gain his forgiveness. I don't know if that will eventually come into fruition, whether it'll be sooner or later, but I feel like for sure they need to do that and be able to revert everything and realize who is the main culprit. And you're looking at the guy on the right, and clearly YouTube's not doing their job, and that's what I've been hearing, especially with what's been going on, and with other YouTubers able to avoid ban evasion. We already know Leafy is banned, so I already spoke about the other guy, EDP, so you get what I'm saying. But it's like YouTube is not doing, it refuses to do the right thing because they know they're in power. But if anything happens to Quantum TV, you guys can be able to, obviously, you know what to do. Just leave a comment down below. But then again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check for more content later in the future. Be sure to check your notifications. Comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.